Welcome to a video on solving absolute value equations. In this video, we'll focus on how to solve these equations graphically using the free online graphing calculator program, Desmos. Let's get started. All of the graphs used in this video are linked in the video description below. Here are the directions on how to solve equation using Desmos. Enter the left and right sides of the equation as two separate functions, say f of x and g of x. Then click on the intersection point or points to reveal the coordinates. The solution to the equation is always the x-coordinate of the intersection point or points. Let's use technology to solve the following absolute value equations. Let's solve the equation 3 times the absolute value of the quantity negative 2x plus 1 minus 4 is equal to 11. To use Desmos to solve this equation, we're going to enter the left side of this equation as f of x and the right side of this equation as g of x. Let's go over to Desmos now. Once you navigate to the site desmos.com, you can either click on the graphing tool toward the bottom of the screen, or from the Math Tools menu at the top, select Graphing Calculator. Let's start by entering the left and right side as two separate equations. To enter the absolute value, you can either use your keyboard or the Desmos keyboard has an absolute value function built in. To make this graph a little bit easier to read, I'm going to increase the size of the lines. Currently, we can see the function f of x, which was the left side of my equation, but I don't see g of x on the screen. In order to see g of x, we're going to need to adjust the window. To adjust the window in Desmos, go over to the upper right-hand side and click the wrench, which is the graph settings button. Let's change the range of the x and y axis to be between negative 15 and 15. Now I can see both the f and g functions on the same window. To locate the intersection point, simply use your mouse to click on the intersection point. One of our intersection points is negative 2, 11, and the other intersection point is 3, 11. The solution to our equation is the x-coordinate of the intersection points. So that means that this equation has two solutions, x equals negative 2 and x equals 3. We found that the left and right sides of this equation have 2 points where they are equal. So the solution to our equation are x equals negative 2 and x equals 3. Now let's take a look at one last example. Let's solve the equation absolute value of the quantity x plus 2 is equal to the absolute value of the quantity 2x minus 3. To solve this equation using Desmos, we'll just let the left side of this equation be f of x and the right side of the equation be g of x. Let's go back over to Desmos and enter these two functions. Let's edit our functions f of x and g of x to match our current equation. F of x equals the absolute value of the quantity x plus 2, and g of x equals absolute value of the quantity 2x minus 3. To find the solution to our equation are the intersection points of these graphs, and it looks like they intersect at 2 points. Let's go ahead and click on those points. So our first intersection point is 0.33333. I would recognize this as 1/3. And our second intersection point is the 0.57. Remember, the solutions to the equation are the x-coordinates of the graph. So the second solution is x equals 5. If you're asked to express your answer as an exact value, you can use Desmos to convert this to a fraction. Click on the button to export this point to the expression list. So that entered the point into my list on the left-hand side. Below that, I'm simply going to type in the decimal 0.33333 repeating. And then just to the left of that, you'll see a little circle with a fraction bar. If you click on that, it will convert the x coordinate of this point to a fraction, which it was in fact 1/3. We use Desmos to find that these two functions intersect at 2 points. That means that this equation has two solutions, x equals 1/3 and x equals 5. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.